Today on the second Sunday of Advent, we're introduced to John the Baptist. We are told that he was clothed in camel's hair with a leather belt around his waist and that he ate locust and honey. Now, I have to tell you, John is in a long line of prophets who have unusual fashion choices. But today I want to tell you of a couple prophets who have downright weird fashion choices. And that's our weird story from the Bible today. So did you know that the prophet Isaiah went around naked and barefoot for 3 years? 3 years. This is what we're told about it in Isaiah 20. At that time, the Lord had spoken to Isaiah, son of Amos, saying, "Go and loose the sackcloth from your loins and take your sandals off your feet." And he had done so, walking naked and barefoot. Now, luckily, right after this, we are told why. We get an explanation of this odd prophetic behavior. This is what it says. Then the Lord said, "Just as my servant Isaiah has walked naked and barefoot for 3 years as a sign and a portent against Egypt and Ethiopia, so shall the king of Assyria lead away the Egyptians as captives and the Ethiopians as exiles, both the young and the old, naked and barefoot, with buttocks uncovered, to the shame of Egypt. And they shall be dismayed and confounded because of Ethiopia, their hope, and of Egypt, their boast." So there you go. Isaiah, 3 years. Wow. And then we're told that the prophet Micah had a brief naked period as well. But we are told it wasn't 3 years, like poor Isaiah. Micah 1:8 has Micah telling us this: "For this I will lament and wail. I will go barefoot and naked. I will make lamentation like the jackals and mourning like the ostrich." So this is a sign of lamenting because Israel's sin will soon be punished. So that's why he's naked and barefoot. Apparently, being naked is so associated with being a prophet of God that people wonder if King Saul was a prophet after he had an odd naked experience as well. Let me read you that from 1 Samuel 19. This is a gem about King Samuel. "And the Spirit of God came upon him. As he was going, he fell into a prophetic frenzy. He too stripped off his clothes. He too fell into a frenzy before Samuel. He lay naked all that day and all that night. Therefore, it is said, 'Is Saul also among the prophets?'" So if you're naked, people think you're a prophet. Interesting. So it kind of makes you hope that God doesn't call you to be a prophet, doesn't it? Yeah. So there you have it, your weird naked story from the Bible. See you next time.